The fundamentalist fuckwittery this week is brought to you by California Republican candidate for governor and 32-year law enforcement veteran Chad Bianco. Now, Chad is a Christian nationalist, Trump-supporting election denier who claims, without evidence, that the 2020 election was stolen. And we know that's not true because Jack Smith has already come out and he's soon to testify publicly that Donald Trump not only stole classified documents, but also tried to illegally incite an insurrection to stop the election results from taking place and for Joe Biden being inaugurated as president. So here is Bianco. I keep wanting to call him Bogino, but that's somebody else. Here is Chad Bianco on a show called, what the hell is it called? His TV or something like that. It's a Christian nationalist YouTube channel, right? And these are the kind of people that they have on there. Eric Trump, General Michael Flynn, who is a Christo-fascist traitor, Julie Green, Mike Lindell, the My Pillow guy, Laura Logan, Roger Stone, another treasonous person, Devin Nunes, Peter Navarro, Tom Homan, Kash Patel, the list goes on. And here's where you can find this garbage. InfoWars. Yes, leading platforms like InfoWars and Newsmax and One America News Network and Real America's Voice and Lindell TV. So that's where this guy is going. Now remember, InfoWars is run by Alex Jones, who was sued and told to overturn his assets because he was spreading horrific lies about the Sandy Hook shooting in Connecticut. I lived in Connecticut. I was getting groceries in New Haven, Connecticut when that happened. It was horrifying. And that jackass spread a bunch of conspiracy theory bullshit. And that's the kind of place that this guy is going on and saying things like this.
To have a career, a personality, a background, and a life that has made me a prominent leader in law enforcement. And we're hoping that that leadership ability, that proven success of service to others that I have throughout my career, throughout my life, is going to propel us to take our state back here in California. And particularly, especially for this show, bring some godly values back into a government that I think lost them a long time ago.
Amen. So we're going to get into your what you're running on, but I'm curious. First of all, we have unprecedented things happening in Minnesota. You see the mayor of Minneapolis kind of turning against the federal government. You got a governor. I don't even know how to put it in words with Waltz, what he's doing, and this corruption. And President Trump says this corruption ties into California. First of all, what are your thoughts about Minnesota and what's happening?
I'm glad it's happening. It is something that we've all known forever. And you just say, well, there has to be, common sense tells you there has to be massive fraud going on with all of the money being missing or gone, or there's no results for the amount of money that we put toward things. And then the allegations of buying votes, of letting all of these people into the country just so they will vote for you, give them free things, and then they're going to vote for you. And this is, now we have proof. We have absolutely proof that we have a side of our government that is not only trying to buy votes and buy power, but now they are using political violence and political rhetoric to turn people against the government. Both of those two, the governor and the mayor, should disqualify themselves. Really, their government should disqualify them and remove them, because they both know, emphatically know, without a doubt, that what ICE is doing is 100% legal, and it's something that we've been doing for the history of our nation.
Okay, I want to break down some stuff before I get into his Christianity. What ICE is doing is not legal. They are going door to door and looking for crimes. That violates the Fourth Amendment. They are racially profiling people. They are detaining U.S. citizens, which is beyond the remit of what immigration and customs enforcement is for. They murdered a woman in broad daylight. But we also know that ICE has been found to be making people eat like dogs while chained hand and foot, shackling them on buses and leaving them there for days, not giving them medical care and denying them showers. This is according to Human Rights Watch. We also know that under Sheriff Bianco's leadership, he's the sheriff of Riverside County, California, one of the largest law enforcement districts in California, had some of the highest death rates of inmates in the country. Why? Because he was skimping on personnel and just allowing people to die in his care. So this is the kind of guy that Chad Bianco is.